we are going to, already we have learned how to name ane, that is alkane. Today let us start with alkene, alkyne and alcohol, so that we will be very clear with the first three, how to label or name when it is alkene, alkyne and it is alcohol. Now, as we know, what is an alkene? Alkene are compounds with double bonded structures and alkynes are compounds with triple bonded structures. So, today we are going to learn how to name alkene and alkyne. The naming is exactly similar, the same type only. So, let us take a structure of a carbon chain, let us make it. I am only drawing the carbon chain, that means that hydrogen is bound to it. Okay. Now let me convert this into an alkene. So let me make a double bond here. So if there is double bonds, so here if I am taking this carbon, 1 and 2 is a valency, here 3, so it will have 1 hydrogen here, and this carbon will also have 1 hydrogen. The other carbons will have 2 hydrogen, this carbon will have 2 hydrogen, this will have 3 hydrogen, and again this will have 3 hydrogen. So now the valency is satisfied. How to name a compound which has a double bond? Now we have to number the carbon in such a way that the double bond gets the least number. For example, if I am going to start from here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is why I have taken a 5 carbon compound. So if I am going to start numbering from here, 1, 2, 3, the second number can be given to the double bond. If I am going to start numbering from here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the number will be 3. The double bond is between 3 and 4. So usually we have to number in such a way that the least number goes to the double bond. So we have to start numbering from that end of the carbon which can give a least number to the double bond. So now let us now start numbering. Already I have a number. So there are 5 carbons. So the root word is pent. The root word is pent. So the root word is now clear. I have not taken any substituent, so there is no prefix here. Now one more is, which is the position? Second position. So pent 2. Pent 2. I have already said in between the alphabet and the number there will be a hyphen. So same way I have put a hyphen here. So what is the root word? That is root word we have already taken. Now what is the suffix here is pent 2 ene. Now making it very clear, it is pent 2 ene. Okay, why we are having this compound as pent 2 ene is nothing but the second position should be given to the double bond. That is why. Okay, let me make a small modification in that. Let me make this carbon as CH3. If I am going to make this hydrogen, again that is one more methyl is attached to this carbon. So I have made it, instead of hydrogen I have made it CH3. Now how can I name this? What modification will I get if I name like this? Again the numbering will not be altered, because as I have already said, the least number should be given only to the double bond. So the substituent here, that is the methyl group, will get only the 4th position. So now we have a prefix. It will be in the 4th position you have a methyl. So it will be 4, again 4 methyl. 4 methyl pent 2 ene. So this will be the name of the compound, 4 methyl pent 2 ene. I think now ene is very clear. Let me alter this to ine. So let me make a triple bond here. I am just making this alteration, the same structure, I am making a triple bond. If it becomes a triple bond, this hydrogen will not exist, because already you know that carbon has a valency of only 4. So this hydrogen will not exist. So I am just rubbing off that hydrogen. Now if this is the structure, what should my name be? I have taken only ine. So here it will be like this, carbon, triple bond carbon. So instead of ene, it will be made as ine. There is no other difference. It will be 4 methyl pent 2 ine. That means in the second position, ine means there is a triple bond. So with alkenes and alkynes, I have explained with the same thing. So I think you will be very, very clear with this. We have finished now ene and ine. Let us go for ol and al. Ol means it is a compound having alcoholic group. Al means it is a compound which has aldehyde group. So ol will come as the suffix if our compound is alcohol. This I have already taken in the first class itself, and al will be the last word or the suffix if our compound is an aldehyde. Now you have to revise it. Alcohol means it will have OH group. Aldehyde means it will have CHO group. So these two how we are supposed to name. Now already I have said that this OH and CHO are the groups which will always appear only in the terminal positions. So it will only come in the terminal end of the carbon. So let us go for a carbon structure. Okay, let me again take the compound with 5 carbon. Okay, so I have taken 5 carbon. Let us make it as an alcohol. I have already said I am drawing only the skeleton, and now there is no, because you don't have a combination of double bond and a functional group. So I am not taking any double bonds here. We have only single bonds and functional group. So I am taking only the single bond. That means all this are saturated carbon. So you have to imagine. So let me at least put this hydrogen here. Here it is 2 bonds. So up and down 2 hydrogen is present. So this is, I am leaving it to your imagination. So here again 1 and 2. So this is the structure. Now if this OH is not there, the name of this will be pentane. If the OH is not there, the name will be pentane. Now we have alcohol, so it will be pentane plus ol. So I am removing this T, your 2 vowels are here, so this E is removed. It is pentanol. Now this is the IUPAC name. Now, one more doubt comes here is, okay, if the OH, already I said OH will be the terminal position, that means after that there will not be a branch. After that the chain will not be there. So, it has to be the terminal position. Suppose if the OH is not there, instead it is found somewhere the positions in between. Okay, let me take this carbon, I will make a OH here. Okay, I have made a OH here. So what will be the name of this compound when the OH comes here? Now again, from which carbon I have to start numbering? Already the rule is applicable here also. I have to start numbering only from that particular carbon which gives the least number to the functional group. So I have to start from this terminal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So my hydroxyl group is present in the second carbon. So if my hydroxyl group is present in the second carbon, what I have to do is nothing but pentane. Again I have to make a hyphen because I have to add a number here to specify the position. So it is pentane hyphen 2-ol. Otherwise 2-pentanol. That means alcoholic group is added to the second carbon of the pentane. That is the meaning of pentane 2-ol. This is the correct way of writing an alcoholic group. Now, this aldehyde here we have to be very, very careful because this aldehyde also has a carbon attached here. So there are possibilities of students making a mistake when the carbon containing groups comes, especially when it is aldehyde where we have CHO, or it is ketone C double bond O, or it is carboxylic acid COOH where there is carbon present in the particular functional group. So there will be a lot of confusion. So we have to be very, very clear in learning an aldehyde. So let us take an aldehyde as per, again I have already said these are the groups which will only occur in the terminal position. So let us take an aldehyde. Again we are only taking an alkane, that is single bonded carbon. So let me make the aldehyde group here. So this we have to be very, very clear. Aldehyde is C double bonded H. Here again students make a confusion. They think that this is ketone and here hydrogen is separate. No. This C double bond H, if it is arising in our compound, that is in our structure, it means it is an aldehyde. So the name, the suffix that we have is al. Okay, that we have is al. Now, what is the number of the carbon? Then that is our parent chain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The number of our carbon is 5. So, it is pentane. As we already know, this is a very, very important word. Pentane. Now, what is that we have as a group? One functional group is aldehyde. So since we have an aldehyde here, so we know that we have to add it with al. Okay, we have to add it with al. So it will become what? Again, we have to cancel the z because you have two vowels here. So it will become pentanal. It is pentanal. So pentane, because this aldehyde group will only appear in the terminal position, so you cannot have it in between positions, because after this the chain cannot continue. So always whenever aldehydes comes in the carbon, it will be only the terminal position and it has to be numbered like this. Suppose imagine we have a methyl group or any other group in this particular carbon, so that is, so you cannot start numbering from here, make this position to be 2, it will be wrong. You have to always start only from the functional group. So again I have modified it. So at the fourth position you have a methyl. So you can make it as the prefix you can add, that is 4-methyl. That is your alkyl group, 4-methyl pentanal. 4-methyl pentanal. So when you write OL or when you write AL, you have to be very, very clear. So today we have discussed ene, ine, ol and al. So later we will discuss own, oxy and oic acid.